Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's Daria here. If you're new here, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and push the post notifications down below so you can be notified every single time I post a new video. But for today, we're continuing on with my post-grad diary series. If you don't know about that, then click up here and you can see all the past videos that I posted. But today we're focusing on job, career search, resume building, everything of those sorts to land your dream job. Me personally, I have been in the work field for 3 months now, and I am currently working as an assistant buyer in the fashion industry. And if you're a new graduate, about to graduate, or you're just looking for your opportunity to get your dream job, keep watching this so you can figure out the tips that I have for you. And like I always say, I am not an expert at this. I'm just sharing my advice on how I got to where I am today. So if you know some things, you have some advice to give, go down below in the comments and let us know and share the knowledge. I've been posting all week about my job, work, days in the life with me, OOTDs, outfits of the week. So if you don't follow me on my social media, go follow me on there so you can see some behind the scenes of my work days in the life as an assistant buyer. And I'll be bringing some of that content to YouTube as well, so just stay on the lookout. Start off with resumes, the thing that's going to get you into your job. You tailor your resume to the job that you want. For me personally, I find all of my jobs on LinkedIn, or if I know specifically that I want to work with this specific company, I'll go to their website and see what positions they're hiring in and if they're hiring in my position. It is so important to read the descriptions, the skills, what they're looking for. That is so important. Even though it might look kind of daunting because it is a lot of things that they put on there, words and stuff like that, you need to read that and you need to know what they're looking for so you can figure out what do you have that they're looking for that you can put on your resume and highlight so they know that you got it and they should want you. I'll go through the description and I'll go and see what is it that they're looking for and do I have these skills that they need. Are they looking for someone who's proficient in Excel? Are they looking for someone who's had experience in the fashion or retail industry? If that's the case, I'm putting that on my resume and saying, yes, I've worked here, and that's going to be like one of the top things that they're going to see. Because that's what's important. That's what they want to know. They don't want to know about stuff that they don't care about. This does take a lot of time, especially if you're applying for a lot of different jobs. That's why AI is such a big thing right now, and it is very useful. Another thing you can do is literally go in, copy and paste every description that they have, and then copy and paste your resume in there. What things from this job can I pull from here, ChatGPT or whatever AI services that you use? And then after that, you go back in and you look over it and you edit it yourself. Don't just let ChatGPT do all the work because you know more about yourself than ChatGPT does. So you can add in some more things, alter it, but that way ChatGPT can help you pull out the main things that you have in your job set of skills and what they're looking for and kind of merge the two to find a cohesive fit for your resume. So that's my main tip for tailoring your resume to different jobs. Use AI and also read those descriptions to see what they're looking for and what skills that you have that you can put it together and make it cohesive. Okay, another question that is asked a lot is, do you need a cover letter for your job? A lot of times cover letters are always optional, but you always want to show that you're willing to go the extra mile. Even for the resume, even for the job application, I'm willing to go the extra mile. So when I'm working for you, I'm going to definitely be willing to go the extra mile once I know that salary is certified. Okay? So always just do your cover letter. Again, this is very easy. It's just like a resume. What you're putting in your cover letter is who you are, why you think you would be a good fit at the company, and it's more just like a quick little one-page essay. That's really what it is. And again, you can use ChatGPT to help you with that. Some people really do read the cover letter, some people don't. Some people just look at it and like, oh, okay, they at least, went the extra mile and wrote it down. Please do not mind the different editing, but this lighting was not doing it for me. I just couldn't do it. I was looking too bright. But yeah, those are my tips. Always do that cover letter. Even if it's optional, do that cover letter. It's real quick. You can literally go into ChatGPT, tailor my cover letter to fit this job based off of these skills that I want to pull out. And it's usually in a cover letter, you pull out one or two skills, one or two experiences that really will highlight what it is that they're looking for. And that's like, the cover letter is just like the main biggest things that your resume is saying, not everything, just the main point. But at the bottom, a signature, where they can find you, where they can email you, let them know that you're actually interested in setting up an interview anytime soon. This is a really good tip for your resume. If you have a portfolio and you're in a creative field, marketing, digital design, buying, fashion, something like that, art, graphic design, something, you can put a QR code that the recruiter can literally just scan instead of clicking on a link, going to something else. The link possibly doesn't work, who knows, on your resume, but the QR code will work, and then all they have to do is go to the phone or just click on the QR code and it'll send them straight to your portfolio. So if you don't have a portfolio yet and you're working in a creative field, I would say go do that portfolio. I'm telling myself right now, I need to go work on my portfolio because I don't have a portfolio, but I need to go and start it. When people say your network is your net worth, that is so true. Next, let's get into networking and finding the job. So we're looking for the job. Where are we going to find this job? We don't know. I'm going to tell you. A lot of the opportunities that I have been given are because of networking and the people that I know, and the fact that my skill level matches to that. So when I go in as myself and I'm just me and I'm like, oh, like, oh my gosh, it's so nice to meet you, and I'm meeting these people and we're getting to know each other and they like me as a person. Once they see my resume, they see that the type of person that I am matches to my skill level, and then a perfect harmony, and now I have a new opportunity. So that's kind of what I have to say about that. Yes, networking is important, but once you get your foot in the door and if you have the skill level to also be in that room, it all works perfectly. Don't just rely on your network and just don't rely on your skill level. Let them both balance each other out and create a perfect equilibrium for you and your salary. Okay. How do you find job opportunities? There are so many ways to find job opportunities. Like I said, I'm always on LinkedIn. I'm always on companies' websites. I'm talking to people, going to different events that are in the city, networking events, whether it be fashion events. I went to a lot of career fairs. I was always at the career fairs. That is just such an important thing if you're still in college, or even if you're not still in college. I always saw like grad students still going to like the career fairs. Like, it's an open campus. You could just walk in and be like, hey, I'm here for a job. Just stay tuned, stay in tune. So if you see local colleges, they're having career fairs, pull up. Just meeting people, meeting new people. It's been many times where I've gotten job opportunities or just things, opportunities presented to me because I knew this person and they knew me as a good worker, with good skills, a good person, and they wanted to vouch for me. So that's kind of how those things go. So just put yourself in those rooms, and you don't have to make it seem like you're trying to get something from someone. And I had a really hard time when it came to networking too, because I just felt like I'm always this given that I want to get something. But a lot of the times these people are in the rooms doing the same thing as you, and they also do want to help you. So just talk to these people, have conversations, find things that y'all might have in common, or just advice that they might want to give you, because a lot of times people just like helping people and just giving advice. Like, I'm sitting up here right now just giving advice, just talking about stuff, and if people call me and like, can I call you so we can like talk about this, or I want to know a little bit more about this, or like they reach out to me on LinkedIn, I'm down to talk, because why not? A lot of times people are just really nice people and they want to help other people and put them on game. And sometimes they don't. You never know. Just take the chance. Sometimes you'll run into a queen boss girl, and sometimes you'll run into a meanie. So go to those networking events, talk to people, learn about what they're doing, what they're into, and see if it kind of aligns with you. And just don't be afraid to share what it is that makes you you, what it is that you're interested in, because at the end of the day, that's just a regular conversation. Literally today, a facial consultation. I was recording and the lady was like, oh, you're an influencer, like you should do some content with us. And I didn't even have to like really put myself out there. I literally just showed up as myself and did what I usually do, and the opportunity came to me. So it's just that. Be open to the opportunities. Be able to talk about yourself. Yes, I am an influencer. Yes, I have this many followers. Yeah, I would love to do that. This is what we can do, this, that, and the third. Because, yeah, you're using them, but also they're using you. It's a use-use situation, but you don't have to think about it like that, as a using type of thing. We're just humans who are interacting, learning things from each other, and that's how the world should be. I love LinkedIn, and while I was in college, I used this place so much to reach out to people who worked at the job. I'll go to the specific company that I'm looking at, and I'll go to people, and I'll see who works there, and I'll find like either similarities or just if they're a person, I'm reaching out. Hi, I go to their email. Hi, I saw that you work here. I think that's a really cool job, and I love the things that you do. And I would really love to talk to you if you have some time available next week or anytime this week for us to get on the phone and just chat and ask you a few questions. Some people say yes. Some people don't reply. Some people say no. But 9 times out of 10, not even 9 times out of 10, you're going to get some people who will reply to you and are willing and able to answer your questions. Because right now I get a lot of people in my LinkedIn chats as well who reach out to me about internships I've done, jobs that I'm doing right now, who want to call me and talk to me, and I'm answering these calls because the people who I went to in college did the same for me. And it's just a cycle effect that you keep on doing, and people want to help you, especially want to help young professionals because they know we don't know what's going on. We don't know what's going on. We just trying to make it. Found the job. We have the resume for the job, so we apply for the job. And now we have the interview. So let's get into some interview tips. One, how to prepare for an in-person interview versus a over the phone virtual interview. I had a lot of virtual interviews. One, because I was in college in DC looking at jobs in New York City. So I really couldn't like go there. So I am pretty much used to a lot of virtual interviews. I will speak on that mainly. Virtual interviews, y'all, I am going to have my notes pulled up on the side. Like, I'm going to have my notes pulled up. It's going to, like, so I won't forget what I need to talk about. It's going to be like a couple quick little bullet points. It's not going to be like a whole question and answer paragraph situation to show like I'm reading off my screen like while I'm talking to the interviewer. Yeah, so I'm going to have my notes up. I'm going to be able to see what it is, the skills that I want to point out, the skills that they're looking for, maybe some key points that I want to be able to hit. I'm going to have my notes up because they're taking notes too. They're writing things down about me. They're looking down, looking up, typing in this, that, and the third. So I'm going to be looking at my notes, maybe typing what they're saying, listening to what they're saying as well, because they're interviewing you, but you're also interviewing them. Do you even want to be at this company? Do you even like the things that you'll be doing? Do you even like the type of team that it's given that they have? So it's an interview on both ways. And once you think about interviews like that, not just like putting so much pressure on yourself to be this perfect person, are you even the perfect job for me? That's another question that you should always be asking yourself. Maybe don't ask them that, like, you know, but these are also questions that you should be asking too. They want you. They want you. They're looking for you, and you should be looking for the perfect match. This is The Bachelor, baby. Are you the one? How do you negotiate salary as a first-time job seeker? First thing first, AI, ChatGPT, Google. I'm looking up, this is the job, this is the title, this is the location. What should the salary be? What is the usual annual salary? Do not sell yourself short. Whenever they ask you, oh, what salary like are you looking to be in? Sometimes they'll put it on LinkedIn. They'll say it ranges from this to this, like this point to that point. I'm always going for the highest number. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Because as a buyer, I know about negotiations. At the end of the day, you always go to the highest price or the lowest price, whatever side you're on, and they're going to bring it down or they're going to bring it up or they're going to meet you there and say, okay, got it. But it's not to sound like, oh, you sound crazy or like this and the third. Either you're going to meet me there or you're not, and you're going to be like, oh, well, we only do this much money. Okay, cool. Thank you. I'll take that. Like, I'll take that if that's all you got. But I think it's good to also, like, you know, do your research behind it. How many years usually do they make? Who is making this? Where are they coming from? But also do not sell yourself short thinking like, oh, maybe they'll want to hire me because I'll be less money. Don't sell yourself short. If anything, you can go 5,000 less than the max requirement if you feel like, you know, you this your first job, you don't have that much experience, you don't have that much this and the third, like you're just trying to get somewhere. But if you feel like you are the perfect person for this job, you have the skill level, you have what they're looking for, go to that top spot Go to that top salary. But that's just what I think. Also, sometimes they just have to, they don't really even ask you, like, what are you looking for? This is what they give you. This is the salary that they have. Then you can go back. Oh, list some things. Maybe relocation. I got to move. Or relocation. You can talk about your skill level, your resume. Like, go back on this and be like, well, I saw that this was the highest range that you were going for, and this are the skills that I have. This is the qualifications that I meet that you're looking for. So you can ask questions like I said before, they're looking for you and you're looking for them. It's a two-way street. You don't have to be begging, crawling, and screaming, and well, sometimes you do. Sometimes the bills need to be paid. I don't know. But if you're looking for a job out of college and you have the options and you have some options, don't sell yourself short and don't just go for anything. If you go for anything, they'll give you anything. Well, we found the job, we did our resume, we did our interview, and we told them how much money we needed, and they said yes. So now we got the job and we're working. Last topic, which is working, adjusting to work life, and how I've been doing it personally, and just some tips and some things that I have to share. From trials and tribulations, growing and learning in my first job post-grad. First, how do you prepare for your first day at work? My first day at work was I was very anxious because I wasn't going to know anybody. But it was just like, I was excited, but I was anxious because I was like, I just need to start something. I'm bored now. Like, I don't have nothing to do. I'm done with school. I'm in this new place. Haven't met anyone. So let's go to work. Preparing for that, get your outfit ready. When you feel good, when you look good, you feel good, and everything else, and step in the room as who you want to be, who you are. And that's why what you're wearing and how you present yourself matters. I know they're like, oh, it's not all about what you wear and this and the third, but how you present yourself does matter. It matters. Okay, especially in the fashion industry. But that's kind of how I prepared. We had a lot of onboarding sessions beforehand in terms of going to these sessions. This is what we're doing. A lot of times first day is really chill. Onboarding, doing very much so paperwork, this, that, and the third. So it's not much to be nervous about. Just come in with a smile, ready to talk to people, ready to learn some new things, and just, take it day by day. It's like orientation at school. Orientation, you meet new people. You like, hey, what's up? I'm in this class. Hey, nice to meet you. You're meeting your team, and you're just filling out the vibes of what everything is. So first day, it's nerve-wracking, but don't let it get you. Don't let it get you. Come into it very excited, very this is something new. And that's what you'll get from it. Tips to getting used to your first corporate job. I think it just goes day by day. You just getting used to it means you making a schedule. You not forgetting about that work-life balance. Life is also important. We work from 9 to 5. That is so much of a chunk of our day. Once 5 o'clock hits, or whenever time you're ready, it's time for you to get off, make sure that you're having and incorporating into your life aspect. Put into your life aspect, whether that be hobbies, making sure you're eating, going to the gym, hanging out with friends, hanging out with family. Make sure you're doing that. Make sure you're using those PTO days. Make sure you're using those sick days. Sick days are also mental health days, please. That's really how I got used to it. Don't forget that you are still a person. Even though you're working for a company, you're still an individual at that company who needs to take care of their individual self and not just the company as well. So, you take care of your job, and when you're done taking care of your job, take care of yourself. And while you're even at your job, make sure you're taking care of yourself and taking care of your mental, because that's important. And it's been so many stories about people just having terrible mental breakdowns because of their jobs and stress levels, and we can't have that. We cannot have that. Making work friends. Making work friends is very important because these are people that you're spending a lot of time with, and it's good to build a camaraderie, a good space to be a team, to just grow, learn from each other. So it's good to make work friends. When I say friends, I mean, don't be doing too much now. Don't be doing too much. It's certain levels. It's levels to this. Go to the happy hour. You falling out. You acting like you back with your college friends at Thirsty Thursday. It's too much. It's too much because at the end of the day, they got to see you in the morning at 9 o'clock. And they remember, at the holiday parties, it's you wearing the little cheeky shorts and the thing to the holiday. It's too much. It's too much. Work, friends. We keep it cool. We keep it cordial. We keep it PG. We keep it demure. We keep it cute. Okay? We keep it cute. Work friends are work friends. We keep it cute. We're at work. We don't come here to play. We don't come here.
I don't BS. Work is work. I'm there to work. If you need me to do something, I'll get the job done.
And you ain't gonna be into gossip.
Yeah, that. But I think it's very important to build camaraderie, build a relationship with the people that you work with. But everyone don't need to be your homegirl. Everyone does not need to be your homegirl. It's called boundaries. And it's things that we just should not be telling people at work or doing in front of people at work. It's just too much. HR will get you. HR will get you. Adjusting to the workload. Okay, depending on what job you work or what industry you're in, how they do things might be different. But adjusting to the type of workload, when I was coming into my position, I was doing training and working and like being a part of my team at the same time. So it was kind of hard to balance that, but my team always put the training in front of everything. Training is really important because without the proper training, you won't even be able to do the job correctly. So if you're balancing both things and you feel like you're onboarding plus actually trying to get into what you're actually supposed to be doing, that can be very hard, but put a lot of emphasis on that training aspect, because when that training is gone, you really just have to rely on your knowledge, your peers, your team, everyone around you to kind of help you. But you want to be able to have that like main core skills of what you're supposed to be doing based off of that training that you had. But managing workload can get difficult because you do want to show that you're able to do things, get things done quick, but you also want to make sure you're doing it well. Take time to do it, to do what you need to do well. Don't just be doing a bunch of stuff like, oh, I'll do this, I'll do this, I'll do this, and then it's all coming out like very mediocre, very average, very booty. You want to do stuff that is meaningful, that yes, it might take some time, but it's meaningful work that's putting on a meaningful impact for your team, for your company. So take on things that you know you can handle. If your team is giving you a lot of stuff, at the same time, maybe say, oh, I'm working on this. This is what I plan on doing. Is it okay if I get this to you at the end of the week because I'm working on this? I want to put in a lot of effort, energy, time into this. So, have those conversations and let people know like what it is that's on your to-do list already and how you want to fit this in. Is this like a urgent matter, or is this like a do it but you can have it done by the end of the week? Like, these are conversations that don't be afraid to ask questions and ask things, because a main thing that everyone keeps telling me is ask questions. We want to answer questions. We want to answer questions. We love questions. So ask questions. It shows that you're inquisitive mind and that you're interested and passionate about what you're doing and you want to do it well. Lastly, how to stand out by doing all that stuff above. Being you, being true, speaking up, contributing when you have meaningful contributions to make, incorporating who you are as a person, not just the skills that you have, but who you are as a person also is just a key thing to make work life much better and be a better asset to your team, because there's no one else on your team like you. Yes, y'all all might be doing the same things, but they're not doing it like you, or they're not bringing that personality like you, or they're not doing it how you're doing it. You're that girl. You're that boy. So let it be shown. And just put yourself out there. Like, if there's something that you know that you're good at, but they're giving it to someone else, you can say, oh, I can help with that, or oh, I can take that on. Just put yourself out there and figure out ways that you can kind of set yourself apart from the herd. And that's by being you and using the skill levels that you have, because everyone comes from different backgrounds, whether that be majors, cities, things that they do, hobbies, activities, all these things that you might not think could help out with the job that you have, they do. And also another thing is join those ERG community groups, volunteer, all that stuff. That's the way that you can meet a lot of different people and also show up and show out in your company in different ways. When I was doing my internship with the NBA, I loved being a part of their ARG groups. It was so much fun, and I made such a big impact from being a part of that. But that concludes today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and learned a lot, or just a little something. I don't know, but I hope you learned something. But let me know down in the comments some of your job search struggles, or any questions or tips that you might have down below in the comments. Do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if I have any like links or specific websites that I like using, check that description box below and I will link everything for y'all. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Mwah. So first things first, yeah. Okay, this is a little bit better, y'all, because I was looking real pale, real light skin. First thing first. First, let me get that introduction. You were so in love, you wasn't gonna tell me nothing. Boo. We need 80K.